You won't believe your eyes. In today's video, we're diving into some of the most ridiculous and downright confusing truck maneuvers ever caught on camera. From poorly timed turns and unbelievable drifts to hilariously failed reverse attempts, you'll be left wondering, how did these people even get a license? Get ready, because what you're about to see will leave you both laughing and furious. When the massive container ship MV Dolly crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge, it was more than just a collision. It was a moment of horror and tragedy, turning an iconic Baltimore landmark into rubble. The accident exposed the fragility of global shipping routes and raised the specter of a tragedy. Truck accidents on the highway are not just accidents. When a huge truck loses control, it can turn into a terrible disaster. Its speed, weight, and power create scenes of devastation, terrible collisions. An accident is not just an incident. It is a tragedy. Everything is distorted and crushed. Get ready for some heart-stopping moments. This video is a compilation of the most incredible fails of truck drivers and heavy machinery operators. From epic mishandling to unexpected accidents, this is definitely one video you can't miss. This is more than just a pickup truck. Crawl control is an advanced driver assistance technology that acts as an autopilot when you're tackling challenging terrain. Instead of constantly adjusting the throttle and brakes, you can focus on steering and let crawl control take care of the rest.
Little truck is all past with a camper.
The sight of steel cables stretching tight, emitting a screeching sound of friction, while the damaged truck slowly inched its way out of the deep, muddy hole. The rescue process was not easy, with the truck sliding down several times. But thanks to the determination and skills of the team, the truck was eventually pulled up safely. Terrifying moment on the street. A dramatic traffic collision between two trucks was captured in full on a dashcam. This video is not only a warning about the dangers of traffic, but also important evidence to determine who is at fault. Let's review this heart-stopping situation and learn a lesson for yourself. Witness the incredible power of the Boeing 747 supertanker, the world's largest firefighting behemoth, in action. In a matter of seconds, tons of water are dropped on a raging forest fire, dousing the flames with incredible force and precision. The incident happened in a flash. The truck was moving normally on the highway when suddenly a minor collision occurred. The driver quickly held the steering wheel firmly, not letting the vehicle lose control. Although there were a few scratches and minor dents, no one was injured. Fortunately, the damage was minimal. These situations show the dangers that lurk when highway demons recklessly overtake, disregarding all traffic rules. This not only endangers themselves, but also puts other road users in danger. Imagine, a moment of distraction can lead to unpredictable consequences. During a fierce storm, the water rose, engulfing everything in its path. When a vital levee broke, the fate of an entire city hung in the balance. Amidst the chaos, 16 truck drivers did not hesitate to step forward. It was a crazy and courageous decision, a suicide mission with only one goal: to sacrifice their vehicles to stem the floodwaters. A terrible truck accident happened, shaking the whole area. The huge cargo truck lost control and crashed into another truck. The ear-piercing collision was followed by a devastating scene: shattered metal, flying glass, and billowing black smoke. Swamps are more than just boring wetlands. They are moist, mysterious places teeming with life, where the sounds of nature mingle with the stories of the wild. From the croaking of frogs and insects to the rustling of leaves, every sound here tells a story. Trucks lose control and speed away at breakneck speeds with their brakes completely ineffective. These are not just accidents, but life or death battles as drivers and other road users face the brakeless steel monster. The video captures the tragic consequences in real-life, life or death situations, not for the faint-hearted. Are you ready to witness the earth-shattering handling of trucks and heavy machinery drivers? In this video, you will see the most weird moments, from unbelievable steering, dramatic hill descents, to near-death situations just because of carelessness. This is not just a rescue, but a battle of will and strength. Every time the rope breaks, a cry of despair rings out, drowning the hopes of those who are trying their best. The fight continues, but will they find a way to overcome this challenge? Or will this be a tragic story of the powerlessness of giant machines? A large truck was struggling to make a sharp turn down a small residential street. The engine roared with effort, the tires screeching against the road. The truck inched forward, steering hard to avoid hitting the cars parked along the curb and being careful not to run over the lush green lawn of a nearby house. When a new ship is completed, launching it into the sea is a special moment. This process is called launching. It is not just a mechanical job, but a traditional ceremony that has been taking place for hundreds of years. These horrific truck accidents are like a direct blow to our trust in the driver licensing process. Seriously, where do these drivers get their licenses out of a cereal box? Is an indignant and sarcastic question, often used by Americans to express dissatisfaction with something that is truly bad. Not a road, but a nightmare. This slope, dubbed Death Road, swallows trucks like candy. There is no room for error. Just 1 second of inattention, one too strong steering wheel, or one weak braking system, and the giant vehicle will be reduced to scrap metal. These head-on collisions can create horrific scenes, with huge trucks overturned, huge chunks of metal twisted in raging flames. Such accidents are not only unexpected events, but also a terrifying reminder of the risks of being on the road. What happened? This rare video captures one of the deadliest truck crashes in history. Explore the pieces of the story, from the deafening crash to the evidence left at the scene. Find out what happened next.
Ох, ебать, ебать! Вы что делаете, а?
Imagine a colorful array of trucks, from exquisitely modified vintage tractors to modern beasts with rugged designs, zipping through the majestic British countryside. Each vehicle is a mobile work of art, reflecting the style and personality of its driver. From bright, bold colors to unique decorative details, everything transforms the A66 into a giant open-air truck gallery. In a terrifying moment, Al Hijra's 430 horsepower Volvo bus suddenly faced an unexpected situation when a Hino 500 Tronton truck skidded and blocked the road. The entire convoy held their breath as they witnessed the bus driver's skillful steering and spectacular maneuver through the narrow gap. The truck had turned into a giant fireball, black smoke billowing like a monster, reaching its tentacles into the sky. A loud explosion echoed throughout the air. The truck was now nothing more than a pile of charred scrap metal. The arduous journey has ended, but the power of the giant machines still resonates. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next breathtaking action scenes. See you again in the upcoming eye-catching trips. Car suddenly braked and changed lanes abruptly after missing an exit, creating a chain of terrifying dominoes. Two giant pickup trucks were caught off guard and crashed into each other in a landslide. Do you know what happens when giant trucks and heavy equipment lose control? The results are truly catastrophic. This video compiles 50 of the most horrific accidents, from highway rollovers to construction site collapses. Each scene is a reminder of the dangers that lurk. Watch, but drive safely.
Oh my God.
The rains poured down relentlessly, turning the streets into rivers. Muddy water swirled, submerging sidewalks and spilling over onto the roadside. Cars struggled to get through the water, creating huge waves that crashed against the sides. Many vehicles stalled in the middle of the road, and motorcyclists had to push their motorbikes through knee-deep water. In the scorching heat of the arid land, the huge heavy cart roared, tearing apart the silence of the grassland. It slowly crawled across the cracked ground, each turn of the wheels leaving behind a trail of red dust, swirling and dissipating into the air. The dust floated like a cloud, swallowing the bright sunlight, painting a wild and harsh scene. This was definitely not a normal morning. A driver fell asleep, a truck full of chickens crashed into a ditch. Hundreds of chickens were screaming in panic. Now the rescue mission was even more difficult as the truck was about to flip over. One small mistake could turn the whole job into a disaster. Will they be able to get the truck up safely and rescue the chickens? Horrifying, prepare to witness the most catastrophic moments of heavy industry. From massive trucks losing control to heavy machinery being torn apart, these are the most horrifying accidents. Extreme collisions caught on camera that will leave you gasping for breath and saying, "Oh my God!" Don't miss the heart-stopping and heart-wrenching moments when giant machines turn into scrap metal in the blink of an eye. Who caused these accidents? You'll find the answers and smiles in this compilation video. The logs were tightly chained, densely packed, forming a solid, giant block on the truck bed. At each curve, the truck leaned forward with effort, like a giant animal struggling to overcome a challenge. All of this created an impressive scene, a symbol of extraordinary effort and strength. It's time to witness the ultimate destruction of the silk drivers in the transport and heavy machinery industry. Is your heart strong enough to watch all these crazy situations? Laugh nonstop, but don't try this at home. A car flipping over completely is a serious and unavoidable consequence of reckless drivers, speeding and disregard for safety. This is not just an ordinary accident, but a terrible tragedy, leaving indelible scars both physically and mentally. Defying all terrains, this is part 2 of the fierce battle between the legendary Tatra 8X8 truck and Mother Nature. Not a brand new truck, but an old steel monster, experienced in many harsh battles. Every roar from the engine is a challenge to mud, rocky slopes, and roads that have never been touched by humans. Have you ever seen giant machines roaring and suddenly going up on the roof? Prepare yourself. This video will take you on a dramatic adventure where trucks, cars, and heavy excavators, considered kings of the streets, suddenly become the biggest losers of 2025. When cranes soar high, lifting giant objects into the air, we often see only the marvel of technology, but behind that lies unforeseeable risks. A slight mistake, a miscalculation, a small technical glitch can turn a structure into rubble, turning spectacular lifting into horrific disasters.
Some encouragement. There's a lot of disappointment there. In front of the hometown crowd. We need to stay back to them.
This Tatra 815 8X8 is not a vehicle, but a real off-road machine. With a powerful V12B turbo engine, it crushed all the terrain at the Finnofort 2019 event. Every roar of the engine, every mud wade, everything showed the terrible power of the car. These are not just ordinary accidents, but unbelievable displays of carelessness, recklessness, and sometimes unbelievable bad luck. You will witness falls, flips, and unique destructions, all recorded in the most realistic way. The power of these excavators and bulldozers cannot be underestimated. They are giant machines, the silent heroes that change the face of the world. From skyscrapers to deep mines, they are everywhere, flattening hills and turning deserted lands into bustling cities. Ever wondered what happens when recklessness combines with giant trucks and heavy equipment? The answer is right here. Prepare for crazy maneuvers, catastrophic mistakes, and moments that will make you say, "I can't believe this." This isn't just a crash video. It's a showcase of truck driving and machine operating geniuses proving that this job isn't for everyone. At Test Track, every obstacle, every steep hill or muddy wade is an impressive performance. This is not just a simple test drive, but also a battle of will and technology, where cars are born to conquer all terrains to demonstrate their mettle. Let's witness breathtaking moments when recklessness exceeds the limit and unexpected incidents occur. These images are not only entertaining but also a lesson in safety and responsibility. A stern warning to those who disregard their lives and those around them. The days of manual demolition are over. Modern excavators have revolutionized the entire process, making clearing an old structure extremely efficient. Whether it is a small house or a large building, everything can be tackled quickly, saving a significant amount of time and effort. The giant machines roared, carrying huge blocks of steel on their shoulders. Behind their rough appearance was extraordinary strength. They swallowed up the road, crossed all difficult terrains. Their every movement was a symphony of steel, a testament to their relentless will, overcoming the limits of strength and endurance. Before your eyes is a true monster, the legendary Tatra 8x8 truck, striding proudly across one of the most extreme terrains on the planet. The vehicle is not just a means of transport, but a winning machine built to defy all limits. These giants are not afraid of any road, even the roughest ones. The more difficult it is, the more they show their class. They were born to conquer every challenge, turning arduous roads into their own playground. The arduous journey has ended, but the power of the giant machines still resonates. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next breathtaking action scenes. See you again in the upcoming eye-catching trips. Stretching, or slowly crawling across. The bridge can be likened to an old scar, a rotten bone, or a thin thread across the river. Truck accidents are not only a tragedy, but also a terrifying sight that haunts people. The screeching sound of brakes pierces the air, followed by the deafening sound of twisted metal. In just a split second, debris flies everywhere, turning a giant truck into a pile of deformed scrap metal and piled up haphazardly on the road.
Naelso é top, Naelso é top. Sabe passar na ponte, Naelso. Isso, Naelso. Vai devagar, né? Devagar, devagar, moço. Devagar, pai. Vou devagar, rapaz. Você vê como eu caminhando, né?
视频前的你，如果存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度不够、肚皮软、阴茎短小、虚汗、阴囊潮湿、需引起的腰酸背痛等男性问题，可添加中医了。
The old car has traveled many miles, carried many stories. Now, with time leaving scratches and the engine sounding less powerful, it is time for it to rest, to fall into the peaceful sleep of a veteran who has completed his mission. Horrific truck crashes. It makes you shudder and wonder, what kind of driver's license did these drivers have? You look at the wreckage and find it hard to believe that they could cause such a disaster. It's not just an accident, it's a huge shock. A truck derailed, but fortunately no one was injured. What a dramatic accident. The driver seemed to have run out of luck as the wheels went off the rails, but fortunately no one was injured. Are you ready to witness something unthinkable? Picture this. A truck driver is trying to back into a super tight space. He's fumbling, moving forward, backing up, moving forward, over and over. You can feel the frustration of those around him. Maybe this truck is having a problem that we can't see, or maybe this is just one of his worst days. Horrific truck accident. A large truck crashed into a fire hydrant, causing chaos. The fault lies in the narrow road and dangerous parking. Fortunately, there were no casualties, but this is a serious warning about traffic safety. The widely circulated video has caused a stir among netizens and generated many humorous comments about the interesting contrast. A mother with a simple, ordinary appearance can drive such a massive truck.
Dermaga 3 dipakai untuk oleh Porting 3 membawa angkutan TNI. Mentok. Oh, terus. Jauh terus. Ngeliatnya kiri terus kali ya. Oh, lurus. Lurus! Lurus! Lurus!
A deafening screech shattered the silence, followed by a terrible crash. The dash cam's lens captured clear images of the horrific truck accident. The truck lost control, skidded across the road, its wheels screeched, and flipped over. Cargo was scattered, debris flew everywhere, and sirens began to sound. When one gets stuck, others come to help. This is not just a story about trucks. It is a story about solidarity and chivalry. A truck gets into trouble, and an unannounced hero appears, regardless of company or logo, but simply a driver coming to the aid of another driver. Its design is free of frills, focused on maximum efficiency. Every detail is created to serve a single purpose, to get the job done even in the harshest conditions. The Kirovets K700 is more than just a machine, it is a living legend, representing the indomitable spirit of the Russian people. Dashcam footage shows the driver trying his best to keep a steady grip on the wheel, but the car still skidded across the road. The wheels shattered, debris flew everywhere, and smoke billowed. There were screams of panic, but luckily, by some miracle, the car stopped right at the edge of the cliff, just inches from death. A chaotic and terrifying scene unfolded on Highway X when a giant tanker truck suddenly lost control and overturned in the middle of the road. The loud crash shattered the silence, and immediately, a plume of black smoke billowed up, signaling the imminent danger of fire and explosion. Challenging all terrains, see how FWD trucks tackle slippery slopes. Dramatic, powerful, and heart-stopping on Batu Jomba Pass. A must-see collection. The process begins with locating marble quarries, where workers use advanced equipment to cut and separate the massive blocks of stone from the cliffs. Instead of using explosives, they use diamond wire or large saws to make precise cuts that avoid damaging the stone structure. Imagine a machine with incredible power, built to dominate any construction site. That is the Liebherr AREX M9300. More than just an ordinary excavator, the AREX M9300 is a monster built to take on the biggest challenges. With its rugged design and powerful engine, it is ready to dig, move, and level huge volumes of material with ease. Do you think a truck is simply a means of transporting goods? Think again. Every day, millions of tons of goods are transported on these road monsters. But what lies behind the endless routes, the cross-country trips, the most shocking and unbelievable truck accidents you have ever witnessed? Heavy truck accidents are more than just a collision. They are a real disaster. When a massive vehicle like a truck loses control, it can cause horrific consequences, turning a normal road into a battlefield of rubble. These incidents often involve high speeds, heavy weight, and dangerous cargo, creating a terrifying chain of events. Do you believe in fate? These guys probably don't. Driving a log truck like it's a race car, operating an excavator like it's a toy. The result is some of the most horrific, devastating crashes you'll ever see. Every crash, every bang is a reminder that there are lines that should never be crossed. Be prepared. Giant machines, seemingly invincible, become disasters in the hands of workers with spirits hanging upside down on tree branches. This is a compilation of the most horrifying truck and heavy machinery accidents. Each mistake is a valuable lesson in labor safety. Watch and learn from it. Don't let yourself become the main character in videos like this.
Telah lari Melayu. Komset. Cari salur.
When the terrain becomes the enemy, this is how our heroes fight. Prepare for a thrilling journey with 3 tractors breaking all limits, overcoming all obstacles on the way to bring the project to reality.
Hari ini ada unit yang masuk ya teman-teman. Uangnya akan masuk. Bantu.
Have you ever wondered what happens when carelessness meets giant machines? Dangerous Idiots Truck and Heavy Equipment Fails, compilation, Extreme Truck Idiots at Work is the answer. This is a compilation of the most disastrous moments where truck drivers and heavy equipment operators turn their jobs into a series of silly and dangerous mistakes. Amidst the noise of the machines, a terrifying bang rang out, signaling a catastrophic accident. The shocked eyes of the workers, the screams for help from colleagues, all turned a normal working day into a nightmare. A huge truck flipped over, and another got stuck on the treacherous slope, causing chaos. The incident happened on the Devil's Slope of Batu Jomba, known as the most challenging road. The overturned vehicle turned the entire road into a war zone of twisted metal. Every day, work begins with loading and unloading huge blocks of stone, weighing tons. This is the most stressful moment, requiring high concentration and extensive experience. A small mistake can cost lives. The roar of machinery, the steel cables stretched under the terrible weight, creating a scene that is both majestic and terrifying. From a blind turn, a truck suddenly rushed out without any warning. It seemed that a terrible collision was inevitable, but the driver of the car, with the dash cam, showed extraordinary reflexes. In just a split second, he turned the wheel and braked sharply, narrowly avoiding the collision. The arduous journey has ended, but the power of the giant machines still resonates. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next breathtaking action scenes. See you again in the upcoming eye-catching trips.